All right, in this video, we're going to be covering the male anatomy and going over the penis and the testicles and some of the layers that are within that spermatic cord as well. And so let's go ahead and get started. So first off, let's look at this. We have our kidneys with our ureters coming down, connecting into that urinary bladder. That urinary bladder is going to then um, have the urethra. And there's going to be several parts to it. Let's go ahead and remove the skeleton. I just wanted to show you how everything kind of fit all together. Removing the skeleton. There we go. A little bit easier. So we have the urethra, but there's certain parts to it. So the first part is going to be that prostatic urethra. This is the prostate right here. I removed half of it so you can see inside. But we have inside, we have the prostatic urethra, and then it turns into, let's see if I can click on the right part here, the spongy urethra. In our coloring textbook, this is going to be known as the membranous urethra, and then it will turn into the penile urethra, which we will see inside the penis. Right here, that's the opening. But then there's the penile urethra. So that's where the urine goes after it hits that urinary bladder. Another thing to kind of look at right here, inside that prostate, we have this ejaculatory duct, and then we have these seminal glands on the back side of the urinary bladder. With that, we have the ampulla of the ductus deferens, or as another name for it is the vas deferens, and this cord right here is the vas deferens or the ductus deferens. As you can see from here, it just looks like it goes straight down into the testicle and connects into the bottom of the epididymis. If we look at this other side where I haven't removed anything, it is coming up and then going through the deep inguinal ring where that spermatic cord is, and then descends down into the testicle. So looking at it without any layers on, we have the testicle right here. We have the epididymis on the outside of it, wrapping around, and then going up the vas deferens. There's the tunica vaginalis right on the outside of this. Let's go ahead and we'll look at uh, the testicle right here and the wrappings within. So there's the spermatic fascia. If we remove this, we're going to see the cremaster muscle. Let's see. This cremaster muscle used to be the internal oblique. If you look at it above the arcuate line, and again, the arcuate line, pull back our skeleton, is right above here. So if we look at that same muscle up through here, that is the transverse abdominis muscle, or our internal oblique muscle. All right, so this external spermatic fascia, this is going to be known as your external oblique muscle above the arcuate line. If we get rid of that, we're going to have our cremaster muscle, and this cremaster muscle is what's known as our internal oblique above the arcuate line. Then we have our internal spermatic fascia. This is known as our transversalis fascia above the arcuate line. And then we have our tunica vaginalis, which is that coating around the testicle itself. So now looking back up in here, inside where the pelvis would be, we'll bring that back. Well, back right underneath the pelvis, sorry. You're going to have this bulbospongiosus muscle sitting right there. Get rid of it. There's our corpus spongiosum, which is the bottom side or the inferior part of the penis, while you have corpus cavernosum on the top half. And then once you reach the end of the penis, that's your glans penis. Other thing I kind of wanted to show you is your Cowper's gland, which sits right here, also known as your bulbourethral gland. So that's going to be it for the male anatomy. Hopefully it helped to kind of peel back those layers and to see how everything fits. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, I just want to give credit where credit is due. These are the books and the resources I used for the videos. So first we have Essentials of Human Anatomy by Dr. Kurt Walker. We then have Essential Clinical Anatomy by Keith L. Moore and M.R. Auger and Arthur F. Daly. I also used Structure and Function of the Human Body by Mark Nilsson and Jamie Garbett. The last book I have is The Concise Book of Trigger Points by Simon Neil Asher. And then I used the app called Complete Anatomy. As you've seen from the videos, it's amazing. If you can afford it, I suggest it. It's such a useful tool when learning this stuff. So that's it. Have a good day.